So this is the beginning of my long list of Superman-related videos and projects I have coming up. We are going to start with this book, then we're going to do a couple animated projects with Superman, and then we're going to tackle the movies. I'm going to do a couple comics, a DC anime movie, tons of stuff. But I wanted to start with this because this took me a long time to read. This is about over 700 pages. It's a fucking behemoth of a book. But it's worth it. This is The Voices of Krypton. It's the unofficial, unauthorized oral history of Superman. This book is incredible. This book chronicles the history of Superman, and from this cover, I just got the vibe. Oh, we're doing like the movies, right? You got George Reeves, Christopher Reeve, Henry Cavill on the front. Tom Welling, Ralph something, I forget his name for Superman Returns. I haven't seen that movie in like so long, or even thought about that movie in so long. So, yeah, but you got all those actors on the front, so I just thought, okay, well, this is what they're doing. Well, no. This book starts with the actual history of Superman from his inception in the comics and goes through fucking minute details to the Max Fleischer shorts, to why no one really remembers or off the top of their heads can name you the Superman creators. Kind of how their project was kind of stripped away from them, which is sadly a reality still going on. Look up Rob Liefeld and his problems going on with Marvel, and him being the creator of Deadpool and not being allowed into the screening of the new Deadpool movie. Things like that. So, those things are still going on. But this book is so intense on that history. It's kind of fucking insane. Like, there's a point where they literally talk about how, I can't remember if it's for the comics or the Max Fleischer shorts, how they had a model who just modeled to be Lois Lane. I think it was for the comics, or I can't remember exactly. It was early on in the book, and then, again, this is a very long, dense book. But, like, such a neat, they talk a little bit about that, just random stuff that you wouldn't even think would be interesting, but it's fascinating stuff. And if you're a Superman fan, there's so much here for you. It goes on, and it's hundreds of pages deep. I mean, this is about 85 years of the character wrapped up in one book, so it's not gonna be the most modern interpretation. They're not talking about Black Adam and some other things that Superman has appeared in, some of that history, or new Superman movie, but it is the closest you will get to a complete version currently of Superman's entire history, chronicled entire book. Now, this is unofficial, so that does mean that take some of this stuff with a grain of salt, but honestly, a lot of the way this is written, I 100% believe a lot of this stuff, and there's a lot of verified sources. There's huge sections of this book that with different people they talk to, just all kinds of stuff. So clearly these are people who know what they're talking about, but it does mean that sometimes, if Warner Brothers was to come out and be like, hey, that didn't actually happen, it's really their word against theirs. Who knows the real truth, but I think your safe bet with reading this and truly understanding a greater understanding of the character. Now, someone who already loves Superman, reading this book actually gave me a new appreciation for the character and what he means to culture, and it is just fucking wildly, insanely well written and well put together. Let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.